Next question. Spot price of security X on 1st of January is rupees 150. Rate of interest is 24%. It is expected that the company will declare dividend at the rate of 50% after 2 months. Face value of the share is rupees 10. The first question is calculate F forward/futures price of the security for a time period of 1 year. That is the question. So of course for forward/futures price we have understood spot price plus interest. In a way that's logically we understand that if at all I buy the security, then in that case, understand carefully, I pay 150 plus I forgo to receive the interest on this 150 rupees at 24% for 1 year. So my opportunity cost is added to spot price to compute the forward price. However, this time information is given that say I will be able to receive the dividend. What is the face value of the security? 10. What is the rate of interest? What is the rate of dividend? 50%. So being holder of the security, I will be able to receive the dividend income, and to that extent my cost of holding security will fall down. So with the dividend amount, my cost of the holding of the security reduces. So it will reduce the forward price. It will reduce the futures price. When I am going to receive it? I am going to receive it after 2 months. And the forward price or futures price is required to be calculated at the end of the year. So I will be able to get the advantage of investing this 5 rupees at the rate of 24% for 10 months. In a way that say I will be able to get an advantage of the interest income on this 5 rupees as well. So this is the way we are required to make the computation of the forward price of futures price if the dividend information is given. I repeat my explanation. Spot price as usual plus cost of holding the security, because as an investor when I purchase a security I block my funds, minus the dividend income which I am receiving due to holder of the security, and to that extent my cost of holding security reduces. This dividend income which I receive after 2 months, that I will be able to reinvest for the remaining 10 months. And again my cost of holding the security further reduces. This is the way we make the computation of the forward/futures price of the security if dividend information is given. There is yet one more thing that is going to come later on, but at this point of time, this is the point that we are discussing. So let us answer the question. Calculation of F price of security, comma, when dividend information is given. In that write down, in this case we have to deduct dividend income to compute F price of security. Full stop. Dividend income will reduce cost of holding security, full stop. In addition to that, whatever income received in between in bracket I am writing after 2 months will be reinvested for rest time period that is 10 months. In this example, comma, it will further reduce cost of holding security, full stop. So random formula that we have to modify to some extent: spot plus interest minus dividend minus interest on dividend. What is the spot price? It is 150. Plus 150 into 24% into 12 divided by 12 minus 5 minus 5 into 24% into 10 divided by 12. So it is 150 into 1.24 minus 5 into 1.20. I hope that everybody is clear with 0.24. It is calculated as 0.24 into 12 divided by 12, and I hope that everybody must be clear with 0.20, that is 0.24 into 10 divided by 12. 0.24 divided by 12, that is 2% for 1 month, into 10, that is 20% for 10 months. So 150 into 1.24, the answer for that comes to 186 minus 6, that comes to rupees 180. That is the way, so we are required to make the computation of the answer, that what should be the theoretical forward slash futures price for a time period of 1 year in this situation. So this is the way we can make the computation of the forward slash futures price. Now this answer can be calculated with an alternative manner also. How you can compute? Let me explain that to you. See, today's date is 1st of January, and after 2 months, let us say 28th of February. Suppose today you invest 1 rupee, then after 2 months it will be 1 plus 1 into 0.24 into 2 divided by 12. So this 1 rupee will become 1.04 after 2 months. After 2 months you are going to receive an amount of rupees 5. So what is the present value of the same? That can be calculated, that is present value of the dividend income. 5 into 1 will remain 5 itself, divided by 1.04. So we have computed discounted value of the dividend. That is what we understand. This is the discounted value of the dividend. Again over here the same, like the simple concept is applicable. Rate of interest is 24% divided by 12. So 1 month rate of interest is 2% into 2, because the time period is 2 months. That is the way the present value of the dividend is found. Now, as what we already have discussed very importantly, that always the current market price of the equity share is inclusive of the present value of the dividend effect. So what you can do, listen me carefully, forward is equal to revise the spot plus interest. What is revise the spot? It is 150 minus 5 divided by 1.04. That is present value of the dividend is deducted from the spot price of the security, and with that we get the price of the security excluding the dividend effect into 1.24. I hope that everybody is clear now. Why I have applied the into sign? It is rate of interest is 24% and the time period is 12 months. This is the way we are supposed to make the calculation of answer. So 5 divided by 1.04, that comes to 4.8077. So 150 minus 4.8077 into 1.24. So 150 minus 4.8077, that comes to 145.19. 23. On that you compute the interest at 24% for 1 year, or you can just do into 1.24, and the answer comes to 180.04, or we can say it is very near to 180. That is the way, so we can show the answer of the question in examination, which is absolutely acceptable. Understand that, say what we have done technically the present value of the dividend income is calculated, which must be included in the spot price of the equity share. So we got the price of the equity share excluding the present value of the dividend effect, and that price is compounded at the end of the year. This is a way, so you can make the computation of the forward/futures price of the underlying asset. Please write down this alternative method also. Second part of the question, if F price of the security is 184, ascertain whether arbitrage exists, calculate arbitrage in absolute term. That is the question. I want you to write answer for the question number 2A, that whether arbitrage exists or not. Write down the answer in the chat box, please. Yes is correct answer. Write down answer. Actual F price is rupees 184, comma, it is different in comparison to what it should have been rupees 180. So arbitrage exists. Full stop. Question number 2B is, calculate arbitrage in absolute term. I want you to write in the chat box the transactions in which you will enter upon today and say the amount of the arbitrage that you will have at the end of the year. I want you to write these two things in the chat box. We understand that the very first thing is the F price should be 180. Actually it is more. So simply we should enter into the F contract to sell security at rupees say 184. Since we are going to sell security at the end of the year, so today we are going to buy security. So let us answer the question number 2b. Today enter in following transactions. In that write down A, borrow rupees 150 at 24% for 1 year. B, buy a security from spot market at the rate of rupees 150. C, enter in F contract to sell security at the rate rupees 184. With paragraph write down, after 2 months after 2 months we will receive dividend of rupees 5. In bracket I am writing 10 into 50% being holder of security. Full stop. It will be reinvested at the rate of 24% for remaining 10 months. Full stop. With paragraph write down, at the end of year, comma, arbitrator will have A, liability to make repayment of loan rupees 186. In bracket write down 150 into 1.24. B, maturity amount of deposit rupees 6. In bracket write down 5 plus 5 into 24% into 10 divided by 12. or you may write it like this also, 5 into 1.20, .24 into 10 divided by 12. C, holding a contract to sell security at the rate of rupees 184. D, holding a security. These are the 4 things that you will have. With paragraph read down. Calculation of arbitrage. Sale value of security 184 against F contract, bracket over, plus dividend income rupees 5 plus interest on dividend 1, that is 5 into 24% into 10 divided by 12. Last, repayment of loan rupees 186. 150 plus 150 into 24% into 12 divided by 12. So with that, you will have arbitrage of rupee 4. This is the way the amount of the arbitrage is calculated. Please write an answer.